Are we live? Alright, we're live. Yes, okay. Alright, everyone. Good evening, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the live stream. So, this will be a multi-part live stream, but the purpose is basically to show y'all how to import models from War on the Sea into Battle Stations Midway, and model importing to BSM in general. Hold on just a moment. So, if you have any questions, just post them in chat. I'll answer them the best I can. So, yeah. So, we're going to be importing the Nagato into BSM. So you will need a few things first. So you will need, come on, you will need Lightwave, which you can get from the modding community Discord, which I'll probably post a link to the Discord in the description. You'll need Paint.net, which you can get from Google, free download, Blender, which is also another free download, and then specifically for this, you will also need Asset Studio, which is also free. Because I believe War on the Sea models are Unity, so you will need this. Now there are a few differences between BSM and BSP model importing, and I'll explain those when I get to them. And there are also a few quirks with the War on the Sea models that I will also explain when I get to those sections. The main goal tonight is just to get the model in game. Part 2 will focus on some of the more final details like damage model and weapon. But yeah, I'm just going to get started on it. So what I'm first going to do is go to here, create new, Asset Studio. Just load it up, go to File, load file, and navigate to your wherever you have War on the Sea located. Go to Data and Streaming Assets. Default unit for this we see. Where are you? Ah, here she is. So this will be the only file we need as far as the model itself goes. So just open, click this check, hit Model, Export All Objects Split. This first option. Then navigate to wherever you put your folder. Right, so now it's exported as FBX. Now you could load this into Lightwave, but the issue I've had in the past is for some reason the UV map is all foobarred, and I haven't found a way of fixing it. So what we're going to have to do, and this is a little bit of a tedious process to go through, but we need to open up Blender. And I'm just going to do it this way in case it doesn't want to work. Made an icon. I'm on Blender. Thank you. This general, just delete all this. I'm gonna go to import, and where's FBX? Right there. Get our file. But they want to export this as an OBJ. And then delete. Okay, that happens from time to time. Just exit Blender, relaunch it. And then I'm going to re-import that OBJ file. And it's already split everything up into surfaces, so we don't have to do that manually. So now what we got to do is go to, so just minimize Blender for the moment. Get this set up right quick. Now go back to Asset Studio, relaunch it. Now we need the texture files. Just go back to your Warner C. Not that. And then we just need that also. I want to double check, make sure. A good way of checking to see what all textures you actually need. I'm about to show this. Okay. Yes, okay, so let's go to the model text material name. It tells you the file, the textures you actually need. Oh, great, she has. Okay. So we have the hull, the superstructure. We don't have the accessories. That's from Congo. Okay. So this is one of the quirks with War the Sea models. Some of the models share an accessory texture, and so you have to go and find that one. So this one is the Congo. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to export all assets. Desktop. Yep. Export these. Hull superstructure. Okay, so now I just need to get the Congo. Alright, there you come. There you go. So, do this. For all. Alright, and there's our accessory. So now we're done with Asset Studio. So now we're going to be doing the shadow texture. So we need to do the paint.net. And I'm just going to create a new folder. So file, open. So we'll do the whole. So the only really two main texture files you're going to need is the main texture, the D, and then the AO texture file. These are really the only two sets you need. All this other stuff, the M's and N's, you don't need. So just load this up. Go down here to layers, hit add a new layer, and then go to layers, import from file, and get your AO. And you just have to overlay this over the other. Just zoom all the way in to make sure that it's actually fully overlaid. Right? Then hit this wrench icon, go to multiply, hit OK, then just merge all this down. And there's a shadow texture. So what you want to do is then save it in, this is important here as well. Save it as a DDS, because Battle Station's texture file format is in the DDS. Let's hit OK. Right, then we gotta do that for the other ones as well. So pretty much every texture you have to do that with. That out. So we should be done. Oh, we're not done with paint.net yet, but we are done with it for now. So there's our three main textures. Now we go back into Blender, and this is the first of the tedious, laborious sections. Because now we have to apply textures to each and every individual layer. And to do that in Blender, all you have to do is go to this, viewport shading, hit this one. Then on each layer, go down to the material, hit new, base color, change to image texture, open, and then navigate to your textures. Now, how you know which texture goes to which? Typically, from what I've noticed, is accessories typically handle stuff like guns and rigging and stuff like that. Hull, of course, is the hull, propellers, rudder, and stuff like that. Accessories does usually handle superstructures unless it's specific. So Nagato has its own specific superstructure texture. If you have any questions about which one goes to what, just load up War on the Sea, find the ship you want in the museum, and compare the texture. So yeah, that's the correct one. Right, so this is going to take a while. So I'm just going to put on some background music while I work, and I will catch you all on the flip side when I get done with this. Just a question. If any of y'all know a way of doing this faster, I would love to know. Because this is very laborious. Okay, that's done. Oh my days, that took a while. Alright, so the only thing left now is the transparencies. And there is a couple of things to note about these transparencies. Alright, so there is a third texture file you'll need. Let me see if it should be in common. Yeah, so you need a transparency base, so you need to extract that using Asset Studio. I don't believe it has an AO. Let me double check this to make certain. No. All assets. All assets. Let's do it. Okay, so no. So all you need is the transparency V. Now, the thing is about this. Let me go ahead and apply this. So the alphas that Warner C uses is incompatible with the ones in BSM. So as you can see, like right here, this catapult, the base transparency textures show up something similar. So what you'll have to do is go into paint.net. Oh, let me show you this with the accessories. It's just going to be done the exact same way. So you see these white squares, these white marks. So the transparency textures have something similar. You basically will need to hit this magic wand, select the square, and hit delete. And you have to do that for all the white spots that it allows you to. So you should get something similar to this. And then there's a little bit more to it as well once we get to model, which I will show you in just a bit. But I do believe that we are now done in Blender. She doesn't look too bad, actually. Now we just need to export this as a OBJ. I'm going to name it this time. Export, and we are done in Blender. Now we need to load up Lightwave. We go to Programs and Model. Hey, thank you. Load an object. It may take a minute. There she goes. Okay, there it goes. Right, so we're not done with the pre-setup yet. So, but as you see, this is what your transparency textures should look like. But now what we need to do is go into where's my polygons. So you see all our surfaces that we have. More on that in a minute. But we'll go to Image Editor, and you see all these duplicate textures. Delete them. You should keep the first entry of each. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, because I know what's going to happen if I don't do this. So you don't have to do this. I do this personally because it makes it so much easier for me to know what is what. But, excuse you. So just select a surface, click this plus sign. Like, so there's our secondary. And just press I. You hit edit all. No, don't do that. I'm getting ahead of myself. So press plus, go to surface editor, and hit rename. So this is port set 1. And then just go away. No. Shoot. Go all the way down to find it, and then just deselect it. Like I say, you don't have to do that, but it makes it a heck of a lot easier to know what is what. So, yes, I'm going to take the time to do this because it will drastically reduce the chances of something happening down the road that I've had happen before. So I will see you on the far side once again. Right, that took a while. But now all surfaces have been renamed, so now I know exactly what is what. Yeah. Okay, so now go back to your image editor, delete all extra copies of these textures, and just keep one copy of each one. Delete, delete all of these. Uh, Accessories home. Okay. So now we have only one copy of each texture. Now you gotta go through all these surfaces and reapply the appropriate textures to them. So yeah, this is gonna take a little bit. I'll bring you back in just a moment. Okay, so that's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this now. Because just like with the transparency, we'll have to deal with this with the accessory. So go ahead and find your accessories texture and load this up in Paint. Okay, so the catapult, again, magic wand, select, delete. Now, you will have to be a bit careful as it does have a tendency to do that. Tendency to do stuff like that. It's actually playing really nice for a change. This stuff over here. No, not that. Right, over here. And I get this little bit here. But I think that may be it. Oh, they were there in a little. I'll do that later. Alright, that should be it. It's another save. Now we go back into that room. Replace with our new texture. There we go. Okay, if that shows up in game, I'll fix it. But that's basically the same thing you have to do with the transparency textures as well. So now I'm going to save. So once again, the surface editor. There is a plugin. I do need to get this plugin to where it allows you to rename en masse. And yeah, I need to get that. But what we're going to do now is apply the meshes. First off, I'm going to do speck and bumps. So select everything, make sure smoothing is checked, change this to 75, then go to specularity, UV, the ship UV, and then go to load image. Now, I don't know, remember if BSM natively has this. That's what I'm about to check. Okay, it does, I think. If it does, let's check, find it, add it. If it doesn't, I know that Remastered and KK does have these textures, so just go and look for them, but you'll need the spec and then the bump. I'm not going to do blanks yet because it drastically slows down Lightwave. That will be one of the last things we do. But now we have to go through and rename everything. Once again, do you want to do space ship.mshd and copy that to all surfaces. Actually, before I do that, go find. So each main log for War to Sea has two. So the accessories, main, superstructures, they all have two logs. The issue I've been running into in BSM has been that it would cause a lot of polygon clipping issues, and that's not really good. So just find these O2s or the second logs and just delete them. From over here. So just select all, delete, select all, delete, And then where is my superstructure? Okay, there's that. Delete. Okay. And that should fix any issues we get in game. So now I'll go through and I'm going to actually save and relaunch it. Nagato. You. Alright. So now just want to rename this. Copy and paste to all of this. Okay, remember the space. And I will see you in just a little bit. And just a little add in, I do plan on going back and in the comments for the video, adding timestamps so you can skip a lot of this. Okay, so with that done, we have two more things here to do. So find your transparency slash railings. I just saw it. There it is. And you want to modify this and add alpha test. This will tell it to make that transparent in-game. And then for the catapult, you also want to catapult or anything else like your radar, uh, screens. I forget what they're actually called. Anything like that, you want to add ship paint to it to make it transparent in game. And I think we are done finally in here for now. We'll save this. Now we've got to do a little bit of resizing and stuff. So make sure you're in polygons. Select the entire model. Press Y and make sure where your position's at right here in the bottom left. Make sure you're at 0, 0 and rotate 180. Want the bow facing up. And then go to, I believe it's modify. Yeah, modify size. So now we got to get the real life length of it. So 215, I'm going to do 216. Now just got to resize the model. So again, make sure you're at 0, 0. And select and move mouse to the right to scale up. And then you want to get the very tip of the bow to about 242. So generally, the bow is going to be a positive, and then the stern will be the exact same number in the negative. And I'll show you what that means in just a moment. Okay, where's my 0, 0? And my brain. Yep. That might be too big. Yeah, I don't think we want a killer one. So, downsize. Yeah, this takes a little bit. Yeah, I did not mean to make you that big. Jesus Christ. Okay, getting there. There's my zeros. Yep, a little bit more. Alright, so 104, 216, so now we need a calculator. Yes, there's a little bit of math involved. So it was what, 104, I think it was? 104, 102, 106, 105. So we take 105, I say 105, minus negative 105. That was not the right one. There we go. So it's 210. So we need us to make it just a tad bit bigger. So 105, let's go with 8. What is 114? What is 114? Yeah, so about 108 is probably going to be the magic number. This is going to be interesting, getting this to be just right. 107, 214. That's close enough. Dare I try to make it any more precise? One oh 8.5. Wow. 217. Close enough. Alright, done with this. Alright, so now we've resized the model. Save this. Now comes fun stuff. Alright, first of all, what is this stuff? Okay. So pretty much all this non-planar stuff, just delete it as well. Ooh. Right, so the thing with BSM is that it does have a limited number of vertices that it will accept. And I'm actually going to load the Baltimore. Yeah, we should be fine here, actually. But let's be on the safe side. I'm going to split it. But what I'm going to do first, we're going to take the guns off. Guns and anything else we don't want to appear on the model, we're going to take off. And I'll do a weapon import next stream. So I'm going to do is create new object. Here's the main, secondary, flat, AA, 16 inch, 5.5 inch, 5-inch slot. A. So this is why I wanted to do the renaming of the surfaces. So to select all your main bells and your main gun tags. Important note when you're dealing with some of the modeling stuff and you want to check your selections. Looks a bit weird to me for some reason. If you press delete, Don't press Control V, just press Control Z, and it will keep your stuff, bring your stuff back, but keep it selected. That has helped me a lot with some of the actual modeling work. But for the guns, Control C, delete, and then paste. There we go. And already we're going to have two different models, I know. Okay. Now all of the secondaries. Okay, lightweight. Okay, I can close this out. Close this. Lightweight, please work with me. Go ahead and get the flak. Report flak. It really does not like it when I scroll down. Flak. All these freaking port. All these freaking secondaries. It's gonna be interesting trying to get the weapon slots for these port secondary guns to line up right. I'm looking at these. I don't know if I want to use these or the vanilla ones. I'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, now the AA guns. Oh boy. So sometimes it will divide up the AA guns into layers. Sometimes it won't. And this looks like a time that it didn't. Go ahead and save this. So this is going to be interesting. So pretty much just select Control hold Shift when you want to select more than one object or polygon. Oh, there was another one over here. Alright, so like something like this, when it selects other stuff you don't want, just make sure you're getting good and proper here. and hold, just click the left mouse button to select the polygons you don't want. In actuality, I don't know if I'm going to keep that base there or not. I'm not liking it that well. Alright, so this is going to take a little bit, so I will bring you back in a little bit. Alrighty, that took a little while. But that is now done. Also, one thing I happen to just realize. For the railings, make them double-sided. Uh, a trippy. Oh, that's why. Earth to railing. There we go. There we go. Where they, you can see them no matter which way you look. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close this because we're done with this for now. I'm keeping the directors for now. I don't know if I'm going to do directors for Nagato or not yet. Alright, so this will be for the props and rudders. Okay, that's your start. Now when you go to view, pivot, and for each of the propellers, just hit center pivot. The rudders are going to take. Okay, so where's. So find where the rudder is attached to the hull. So say about here. That looks about right. This can always be adjusted later. Okay, so now we've got that taken care of. Now we need to do 3 more layers. This will be the collider, hitbox, and LOD. So for the collider, just copy this. Don't do that. Copy. And I'm going to go ahead and delete the Raven. Not the Raven. Oh yeah, Raven. Just don't need any of that. Go to select. Construct reduce poly plus. How's this going to look? Eee. Yeah, don't like that. I typically always go with like a 0.3 or point, even from 0.5 to 0.3 for my colliders. Yeah, that looks better. Can I get away with a 0.2 by any chance? Okay, that's better. 7, 6. If I have to adjust this later, I can, but not too bad. Okay, I just happened to realize that. So, you delete, delete, paste. Alright, so now you want to select this, press I, edit all. Once it finally pulls up, do hashtag utkozo, UTKOZO, hashtag, and just hit OK. Also going to delete any offloading stuff as well. And then what's this non-planar? Yeah, anything that's floating or anything, just delete. Now comes the other fun part. Okay, so we don't know exactly how the devs done their logs. Because if you look, because as you saw there, reducing polygons through bars the texture. But if you look, I have the screenshot somewhere. Should be quite recently. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Okay, so this is the cap. So you can see how the devs did the load. It's a very long distance load. So there's the Shoyu. And what they've done was they was able to get their ship textures to work with the load. We haven't figured out how to do that. And BSM specifically mastered, and I think also KK, what they mainly did was just left it or apply some sort of texture to it. But I like my laws to be as close to vanilla as possible. So what I do instead is I do a manual color. I get rid of everything I do not need, and I try to get it to be as close as possible in polygon count to the collider. And that same goes for the hitbox. I do the same thing for the hitbox. So what I'm going to do, this is going to take a while, I know for a fact. And I don't need any of the railing, the hitbox and all that. I don't need the railings. I don't need the rigging. None of these directors they're way too small to even be seen, and they ain't going to be part of the hitbox either. Now would the catapult. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Alright, so that gets rid of everything I actually don't need. So, yeah, this will take a while. So I'm going to bring you back when I get done with this. I'll fix that at a later date. Okay, so that's all I'm going to be able to really get done on that for now. I'll take time after streams to do a little bit more on the lot of hitbox stuff like this. That took an age. But for the LOD, that's pretty much what I'm going to do for now. I mean, for a very far distant LOD, that doesn't look too bad. And the hitbox. Okay. I need the letters for this. Okay. So time for the hitbox. What I want to do. So this right here is one I prefer having the full polygon count. What is this? I see. Okay. Because it makes it so much easier to get much more detailed hitbox. Actually, I don't think I'm going to need these for the hitbox. I can actually delete those. But for your underwater, what you need to do is I need to actually find my comments that I have for this. I have them stored somewhere. I say I have them somewhere. I know they're somewhere. There they are. So at underwater, space, armor index equals 6. And I'm going to change this to a blue. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete these pop shots because I really don't actually technically need them for a hitbox. Okay, there's one underwater. This is where it starts getting a little dicey with the polygons. And we have this slight little bump. Turn. Let's go through and get all of our polygons that went rogue. But all of them, they just have the slight little hump at the back. It'll be fine. There is a way to use the knife and stuff to get, because I'm gonna have to reduce polys on this anyway. And I'm gonna have to fix a lot of stuff. I haven't learned how to do that yet, and once I do, I will make a stream over that. But for now, this will do. Okay, now for the steering. So this is where BSP differs from, I mean, BSM differs from BSP. BSP doesn't have a steering damage model feature that BSM does. So back steering on the equals 4. Like this orange. Now what polygons went rogue? There's my letter. I'm gonna get those. Not that bad. Alright, now the fuel tank. Let's see, there's the superstructure, so catapult's right in here, so And that'll do for a fuel tank. And so you have aviation fuel back here as well. Let's add fuel tank armor index equals 2. Now back to this yellow. Magazine. See that Bob Betts over in this area. So at magazine armor index equals 3. Make this red. I actually want to include this into it as well. Yeah, please smell. Alright, that looks better. Now, engine room. This is going to be interesting to do. A little bit further back. Not that far. And take off this stuff. Alright, so at engine room. Yeah. Armor index equals 1. And make this green. Alright, I mean, that's not bad. Oh, we forgot a couple for the water. What is down here? That's super. Can I get rid of it? Yeah, okay. Now we should just have this, and this. Make sure we don't have no real polygons anywhere. Doesn't appear like it. Alright, so now this is going to be the body. Let that load up. We're almost there. After this, I think it's just mainly SDC slots to do. And I'm only going to focus on the one that absolutely have to be on here. So at body armor index equals 1. And I'm just going to make this couple or something. Right, there's our hitbox. We're at 72,229 polygons. And what was my Baltimore? 87,000? Interesting. Alright, so I think now we're ready for STC slots. I just want to make sure I got all this spelled correctly. Was engine room? Yes, okay, so body engine room is 1, fuel tank 2, magazine 3, steering 4, and yep, okay. Oh, that's good. Alright, so now new object. Select. And I'm gonna get my Baltimore. Yeah, I'd use Baltimore. Okay. I meant to split all that up too well. Okay, so the first business is the bottom line. And this is literally just the bottom of the ship. I'll bring that down. Alright, so I want to fix my points. Okay, good. Deck line. Where are you? Pretty much self-explanatory what this one is. Although this is going to be a bit. That's not what I wanted to do. This is going to be interesting to get this to properly. Hmm. Alright, that's cool. Good enough for what I want to do. That's my points. Just lower this down a little bit. I actually don't really know if that does anything. And people I've talked to also don't know. So if it does anything, it does something. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, so the explosion slots. This is literally just when a damage model activates, where the massive explosion occurs. I'm gonna do one here in the bridge, and one on the funnel. All these explosion uh, armor indexes is literally just what happens when that section is takes enough damage. So like magazine goes up, you get a massive magazine explosion. Fuel tank and likewise. I don't actually know if engine room and steering actually have an explosion. I've never seen it in game ever. So it'll be interesting to see if that was actually supposed to be a thing. Fuel tank. Put the fuel tank back here. The magazine. But that's not what I wanted to do. Also, I'm going to delete this. And I just happened to realize I have another gun up here I need to delete. Goodbye. Okay. So I think that this leaves these two. Around here. Alright, so farthest one and farthest two is the little prop wash that spawns at the end of the ship. I ain't too worried about where I put these because I'm gonna have to adjust them later anyway. Select my body. Thank you. You're away. All the idols, not worrying about this. Right here is the smokestack smoke. Oh, let me get this as scented as I can. Oh, looks about right for now. These two things is the bow wash. It's the little bow wick at the front. Alright, where is the point? I'll leave it right there. That should be fine for now. path is for crew. All these slots are for weapons and stuff. I'm not focusing on that right now. Ship center. Literally just the center of the ship. Which is actually more or less about right there. Like I said, all the slots varying with. Okay. Wave. This is the bow wave where it starts to go along the side of the ship. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Be adjusted. Wave stern is basically the same thing as wave, just the wave weight. I like to put it over the rudder stick. That should just leave the flag. Yeah. So this one is leave this the flag. Now, this applies for weapon slots as well. Where's my thing? Okay. I don't know why it's like this, but it is. But the spawn point is right here at this right angle. This point here. That is your spawn point. So any of these triangles you place down, it's going to appear in game at that spawn point right there. I don't know why they are triangles. That doesn't make any sense to me, but it is what it is. Alright, I think that may do it. Because all this other stuff is for weapons and crew, which I'm not doing tonight. I'm going to name this as my STC. Object. Faulty, you can go away. Okay, so I think we're now done in model. I'm going to close it and relaunch it so we can get rid of all that other stuff. Almost at the end. I'm hoping and praying to God it actually works in game. Okay. Now we need to open up Lightwave itself. Load objects. Going to hide. Oh, don't need to. Hide this. Hide collider. Alright, now we need to add in the blanks. So we'll go back to Surface Editor. Select every one of your surfaces that's past your STC stuff up here. Is there a particular reason why Hold on. Any more of you? Okay, no. Copy, delete, on here. Label option. Okay. Now everything should be in SDC. So again, select all of this. Go to luminosity, front, and then again with your blanks. Do the same thing for diffuse. We'll save scene as. And this is what I was talking about with, yeah, blanks just kill Lightwave modeler. That's why we like to do it last. Alright, now comments. And I'm going to open up a new instance. What was my most recent? I got no. Alright, so for all your main whole pieces, you get use this comment. And I meant to rename that, but oh well. Props. Get this, and you have to change the number hitting on prop, and I'll talk a little bit about more about that in a moment. Rudders get rudder 1, and I believe rudder 2 if you have more than one. I believe. We will find that out soon. Cloud and Hitbox don't get anything large, gets this. Comment. SCs don't get anything, and damage model will get stuff too, but that will come at a later date. And save. And mod. Always run model viewer first to make certain that everything works and is accepted. Please be within the polygon limit. Okay. There's our rudders. So everything should work in game now. And don't worry about all this stuff. Alrighty, so you, Nagato. There's our emote. 4 megabytes. I want to see the actual size. 4.5 megabytes actually isn't that bad. And that will go down a lot more after I get more optimization done. I mean, by comparison, the largest vanilla model is like 3 something megabytes. Okay, where's the Nagato go? There you go. Yeah, the Yamato is 3.11. So it's really not that much bigger. I'm happy with that. Alright, now we've got to go into Notepad. Whenever you add a new unit in, you have to do this in Global, which is located script, not scripts, universe, library, global. So luckily for me, Nagato was already in there, but if she wasn't, I would have to first add her to the enum vehicle class. put the ship name down, and then find a number that ain't currently in use, and use that. And then you have to go down to the enum ship class as well and add her in to there as well. And now we're done in globals, then in vehicle class, which is in scripts, data tables, auto load, PC. We'll copy Diffuso, that's because she has the most secondaries. Come on, get up there. Copy all of this. Am I still on Fusion? Yeah. We'll rename all of this. Alright, my paths, I'm going to block out. But I don't need them. All my weapons I'm going to block out because I also don't need them. Make sure that this is all good. Okay. I might get up there. Okay. There's the armor. All of that. That's good. More on some of this stuff at a later date. I believe that's what I've got it set as. Yes. Okay. And change this to what you have it set in globals. One other thing I want to look at is my damage at the bottom. So this is when the damage model takes effect. Yes, so flags, there's one, tunnels, one, cross out slots for the moment, don't need it. Okay, we should be done here now. Now the only thing I need now are my textures. We'll go back to here. Alright, now I want to find a mission to put it in. That's not the right one. What's the one I've been working on? Un momento. That was classic. Okay, not that one. 5? No. 6? There we go. Alright, let's change this. Alrighty, fingers crossed everybody that this works. I mean, I have quite a few successes already, but there's always chance for that one time to not go as according to plan. Alright, please don't crash. Okay. And there she is. There's our Nagato. And as you can see, that ship paint catapult is now. That was loud. Our catapult is now see-through, and our text, rating textures are now see-through as well. She doesn't look half bad. She looks that looks very native. It looks gorgeous. Looks like I do have a little bit of Warline stuff to work on, but that will be a different stream. I'll talk more about that at a later date. I mean, that looks almost really native. Like I figured out what's going on with my staircases too, while the textures are looking weird. Oh, there's our propellers. Yeah, so the CS VAR comments basically tells it where to spin. So if you wanted, so you can trick around a little bit with that to get the propellers to spin how you want them to spin. Looks really good. I may have to adjust my pivots a little bit. But the Nagato class battleship is now in Midway, everybody. That needs a little bit of adjusting. I don't even see my prop brush, so that's going to need adjusting. So yeah, 3.5 hours just about. I feel like that's about a new record, considering I spent quite a bit of time doing modeling work for the LOD and the hitbox. I mean, take away that time, you're looking at probably about 2.5 hours. 2.5, yeah, 2.5 hours. Yeah. But that will be the end of this stream. Next stream, I will go more into doing damage model and weapon imports and all that stuff. But give the stream a like if you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.